Hi, and welcome back to my sewing room for my weekly UFO update. I'm on week 25 of my second year of sewing at least 15 minutes a day on my UFOs. I'm still working along on my Whirl quilt, and this week I got some 4 patches and some 9 patches done. Let me show you how it went. I started with the 4 patches this week as they were already half sewn together. The next step was to pair them up. Even though these are scrappy units, I still wanted to be able to chain piece them. So as I paired 2 sets together, I put them on top of each other to build up my pile. I had a lot of these 4 patches, and I didn't want the pile to topple over. So when I got a little high, I scooted it over and started a new pile. I originally thought the multi-print fabrics were the bigger pile, but as I was going through them, I realized I had a lot more of the blue. This is why I'm glad I organized my scraps when doing scrappy quilts. If I would have started sewing these without organizing them, I would have ended up with a lot of blue at the end and had a lot of duplicate blues sewn together. When I had my 2 piles ready to go, I still had about 5 minutes left of UFO sewing. So I took one of the piles to the sewing machine. I made sure they were lined up the way I wanted to sew them, and I put them under the machine. By the end of my 15 minutes, I had a good start to my pile. My next sewing session, I finished sewing the rest of the 4 patches. It didn't take all 15 minutes to sew them, and I had about 5 minutes left. So I decided to iron them as well. I did go over my 15 minutes to finish up the ironing, but not by much. It took a little longer than 5 minutes to press all these because I pressed the seams opened. The half sections were already pressed to the dark side, and I felt things would lay flatter if the center seam was pressed open. Again, it does take a little longer to press seams open, but I feel it's worth it. With the 4 patches done, it was time to tackle the 9 patches. 9 patches with 5 different colored squares usually take a while to sew if you sew them individually one at a time, and I had a lot of 9 patches to sew, so I decided to speed things up again with chain piecing. In a 9 patch, 3 of the colored fabrics have a background fabric attached to them, so I counted out the 2 other squares from the 9 patch that wouldn't have a background, and I set those aside. Then I sewed a background square to all the other squares, and that saved me some time. I pressed these to the dark side so it would be easier to nest the seams when sewing the 9 patch rows together. And that was the end of my sewing session. I had a pile of 2 patches and my leftover end pieces. On day 4, I spent my time organizing the 9 patches. Again, just like the 4 patches, I didn't want to end up with a solid blue 9 patch at the end. Sorting didn't take the whole 15 minutes, so I sewed the right top pieces to my top row. And at the end of the day, I had 1 full row sewn on all my 9 patches, along with 2 of the half rows complete. I also noticed I had an extra blue piece of fabric, which meant I had my stacks off, but I decided to save that problem for day number 5. I started my 5th sewing session redoing my 9 patch layouts. I tried to squeeze that leftover blue fabric somewhere in the pile, but I noticed I kept ending up having duplicate prints in several of the 9 patches. So I figured the best thing to do was to start all over. I spent my 15 minutes redoing the layouts for all the 9 patches. This time I kept them spread out individually on the pressing board and by the machine. I did sew a few of the 9 patches together to have more space, and that's where I ended day 5. With everything laid out and looking good, I spent day 6 completing the rest of the rows for all the 9 patches. I even had time to sew a few more individual 9 patches together. I picked the ones that were laid out around the sewing machine to make more space for my other sewing for the day. Day 7, I sewed all the rows together for the rest of the 9 patches, and I pressed those seams open. I also realized I didn't cut enough small squares for my very last 9 patch. I was 1 short. I'll have to make that one up next week. This week was interesting. I went from finding an extra blue square to now missing 5. Which happens more often in your sewing room? Cutting too many pieces or not quite enough? Looking back at the week, I've set myself up for some good progress next week. My units for the main block are done, so it'll be easy to sew them together. That will be the goal for next week, sewing all these blocks together. I just need to add them to create rows of 3, and then sew those rows together, just like a regular 9 patch. But this 9 patch just happens to have some fancy piecing in the main squares. I'm on the home stretch for my Island Batik catalog quilts. I've started the quilting, but I need about another week to finish them up, so I'll still be sticking to 15 minutes a day for sewing on my UFOs. I'm really excited to show you these quilts that I've been working on, but they'll have to stay under wraps until next winter when the catalog comes out. Honestly, that's one of the hardest parts of secret sewing. I can't show off what I've been currently working on. The countdown is on though, and after July 4th, I should have all those finished, and from then on, I'll be able to show you everything that's on my sewing table. Won't have any more secret sewing for a while. Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, happy sewing.